Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to see what steps we have to take after we install the Archcraft. So in the last video we have installed the Archcraft using the ABFI installer. So now we will check out how to go ahead and what are the first steps that we need to do after the install is complete. So we will boot it for the first time. So I'm going to now start the booting of the virtual machine, Archcraft virtual machine. This is the menu of the Archcraft. So you got advanced options. So this is the fallback kernel and the main kernel, and you got options for reboot and shutdown of the computer. So we will select the Archcraft kernel to boot into the Archcraft. So this is the greeter of Archcraft. So you got the user that we had configured during the installation, that is San. You have got the session manager here. So right now only one session is there, that is open box. You have got the option to suspend, reboot and shut down at the bottom. So we will input our user password and boot into the open box Windows manager. Now it has not properly scaled the resolution to fit the screen. So first of thing what we do is we go to the system settings. Where is the display? Yes, and we change the resolution. Applied. Yes, so we will be keeping this resolution. Close the windows. So the first thing what we will do is, now we are now booted into the system, that is the open box Windows manager. So let me open my browser. So if you check out the wiki of Archcraft, they have given the post installation instructions, what to do after the fresh install of Archcraft. So if you are getting a black screen after installation, you have to log in into a TTY screen, and for that you have to press Ctrl Alt F2 or F3, both. You can try whichever works on your system. You have to edit the .config picom.configuration file and use the GLX. So you have to shift to GLX as the backend. And if this does not work, from the TTY screen you have to uninstall the compositor picom I bhagwan -git. So by uninstalling the compositor, you can again boot into the system properly. And the command to uninstall the compositor is sudo pacman-r sn picom -i bhagwan -git. Now suppose your system has no black screen, everything is working, then you have to go and do the updation of the system, sudo pacman-syyu. So we will do that right now. You have to open the terminal. Input your password. So here you can see the repos, Archcraft, core, extra and community are there. So total download size of 359.89 MB is there. Installed size will be around 1 GB and the net upgrade size is 13.04 MB. So we have to say yes and confirm the update. Meanwhile, while it is updating, let us go back. What will be the next step? Suppose you get an invalid or corrupted packages, that is the PGP signature, then you have to correct the keyring. So for that you have to use this command sudo pacman-s arch linux -keyring and sudo pacman-key space -- so we will try this after the update is complete. We will have to restart the system once. So here you can see EA has already been installed by default. So EA is nothing but AUR helper. It helps you to install the different packages from the AUR repository. So the core system packages have been upgraded. We will require to reboot the system. So what we will do is we will just right click here and select the reboot option. After the reboot, we will now try out this keyring command, how to repair the Arch Linux keys. So you can use this to repair the system JPG keys and again populate the correct keys in the key store. Input your password, sudo pacman -s Arch Linux. Again open the terminal. Input command sudo pacman -s arch linux dot keyring. Just you have to check and confirm. So this will install the keyrings. Input your user password. So this is sudo password because yes, it is a sudo password. So once I type this sudo, I will get the sudo privileges for the user. Now there is the download size for the Arch Linux keyring. It is around 1.13 MB and total install size is 1.60 MB. So we will confirm the installation. After this is completed, you have to use this sudo pacman -key space -- populate. So this is appending the keys, that is, it is replacing the corrupted keys with the new keys, and it is updating the trust database. So the next, it is showing a message JPG next trust DB check due at 2023 421. So in the 21st of April 2023, it will do the next trust DB check and it will update if required. And if there are some corrupted JPG keys, those will be replaced with the correct JPG keys. Or if there is a change, upstream change in any of the JPG keys of the developers, that also will be updated and installed. So now next what we have to do, so we have to install new softwares. For example, here it is shown how to install the GIMP and Inkscape. So we might try this. So let us try this. Let us install GIMP and Inkscape. Or we can change this. We can install say OBS Studio and Shortcut. So let us try to do that. So OBS Studio Studio and Shortcut. So here it is showing the packages that are going to be installed as a part of the dependencies along with the main packages that we have selected for installation. So total download size is 36.79 MB and the install size will be 165.76 MB. So here you can just check out what is going to be installed. So whenever we install this OBS Studio, the LAD SPA will also be installed. The multimedia package will be installed. Quick controls will be installed. Vulkan headers will be installed. Shortcut will be installed. CD Paranoia will be installed, and some plugins for the OBS Studio and Shortcut will be also be installed. Here you can see the GST plugins will be installed. Now we will confirm and proceed with the installation. So this is how installation of the packages can be done using the Pacman. It is just same like what you do in Arch Linux, because Archcraft is nothing but Arch Linux, but it is you see there are some changes in the configs and the way it looks. That's it. And if you want to install from you can use -s Spotify. So we will try this command also. So it is done. -s, capital S, sorry, Spotify. So it will install the Spotify package from the EA repositories. Before that, I want to show you one thing. We have to update the EA also. So we will use capital AB abort. Now, before you use the A, you have to update the EA also. so it will update the EA repositories. So now you can see the EA is getting updated. EA is a AUR helper. It helps us to install packages from the AUR repository. So now the AUR is properly updated. No extra packages for update found in AUR. Now you can do the installation of the Spotify. Always update the repos first, and then you can install any of the packages you want, either from Pacman from the EA. Here now it is telling us, otherwise what will happen if either the package won't be found or it will not resolve the dependencies correctly. It can happen that if you don't update, then the dependency resolution might suffer, or the package won't be found at all in the repos because you have not updated the repos. Now remove make dependencies after install. You can keep or you can uninstall, both choice is yours. So I will remove the dependencies. If you want to add more and more packages to your system and keep those packages, you can choose the option not to remove the dependencies. I will choose the option to remove the dependencies because I want to keep my system light. So here the default is clean build. So you have to just press enter, press again enter. It requires some PGP keys for import. So you have to install them. Now it is there are some conflicting packages. No, it is resolve the dependencies looking for conflict packages. Yes, now the libcurl GNU TLS 7.87.0-3 it is required. So you have to confirm the installation. So it will be installed along with the Spotify. Now system has found the license for Spotify. It is downloading the Spotify along with the license. Meanwhile, the installation is going on. Let us check what next step is. Now, if you have a problem of screen tearing, the solution is given here. You have to enable the GLX. This was the first thing that we did after the system was installed. You have to change. I can just go to the top and change the backend as GLS in the picom.config file. And if you are using OpenBox, then right click on the desktop, go to preferences and compositor and use GLX as a background. So that can easily show you here. So the Spotify has been installed. Now let me check you. Now let us check in preferences where it was in preferences compositor. Okay. Where is the compositor? Yes, the compositor is there. So you can enable the compositor or you can edit the configuration file. So I will open the configuration file. So we have opened the picom file and you have to check for the background. Where is the background is given? You'll find it here somewhere. The background, you have to just change the background to GLX. Yes. Right now the backend is X renderer. You have to change this backend to GLX. You have to just what you have to do is you delete it, use GLX. That's it. It is that simple. But now what I will do is I will not save this file. Otherwise my configuration will change. I don't want to create any issue with the system because right now it is with Xrender, it is working perfectly. Xrender is nothing but the Xorg, so it is working perfectly, so I need not do anything. So we are done with the issue of screen tearing fix. Now if this option does not work, you will have to create a new xorg.configuration file. You have to first change the directory and go into the directory of the xorg config folder containing the xorg.conf.d, that is the x11 folder in the system configuration. You have to create a config file using this command from terminal sudo touch 20 dash amd gpu.conf, that is the configuration. Next, you have to open this newly created configuration file using sudo vim 20 dash amd gpu.conf. You have to paste this in the editor, that is, you have to paste this into the file. Then you have to save the file and you have to restart the system. Any of these two methods will fix the screen tearing, and for the blank screen the option is given at the top. So I will leave the link of this tutorial or the guide in the video description, so you can use it if you face any problem with your Archcraft installation. Now let us enable the suspend service. So to enable the suspend service, you have to use this. Yes, not this. You have to use this command sudo system control enable better lock screen @user dot service. So user will be my name. So let us type sudo enable. It is not sudo enable, it is sudo system control enable. Okay, so we will make correction. Control enable. After the enable, you have to use better lock screen. Better lock screen @sam dot service. So here you can see it has created, it has means I'm in the system, that is the Archcraft has created a system link and it has enabled the better lock screen @sam dot service. You can see it here, better lock screen. So this service has been started. Now you have to use this service. Of course it will be automatically enabled and you can change the lock screen as you wish using this better lock screen feature. Suppose you have to fix the lock screen background, you have to use this command better lock screen -u user share backgrounds groot.jpg. So it will change the screen background to this jpg image found in the user share backgrounds folder. So this is this picture will be used to fix lock screen layout on high DPI or the low resolution displays. And now how to remove the unnecessary modules from the init RD. So let us say you have installed the Archcraft with ABIF on a machine that has an Intel GPU. In this case, you only need the i915 module. Delete the other modules from the array and rebuild the init RD. So for that you have to use this sudo vim. You have to use this command. So let us try out this command sudo vim etc making it cpio dot conf. So it has opened the configuration for the make it IPO. Then you have to change the line 7 from modules i915 to AMD GPU Radeon. Okay, modules. Okay. So right now what issue is? Let me check. Now open it with root privileges. I will type the root password. Now sudo vim etc make init cpio.conf. Yes, now the file is open for edition. And let us go back. What they are telling us is we don't require the modules for the AMD GPU, Radeon, Novue, everything, VBox video, all other things we don't require. We only require the modules for the i915. So you have to remove all these entries. All these entries you have to remove from the file. So just go over to here, go at the end of the line and start deleting. That's it. Now we'll have to save this file. That is done. We go at the end. Yes, the file has been saved, and now Control X. So the file is saved. So what is the advantage of doing this? So it will remove all the unnecessary modules from the array, and then you will have to rebuild the init rd. So for that you will have to run this command. So now I will close this. So it will cpio cpio -p -p linux. Okay. So it is creating a boot image again with the new array. So all the unnecessary modules from the array have been removed. So it will lighten up the system. It will make the boot image smaller, and it will help us to boot faster. So that's it. We have completed all the post installation steps. These are all the post installation steps for the Archcraft. So we have successfully completed all of them. I have shown you how to solve the blank screen issue after the install and live boot. You have to how to fix the screen tearing, how to install new softwares, how to update the system, how to enable the suspend service, how to enable the better lock screen, how to remove the unnecessary modules from the init rd. So that's it. I will stop the video here. See you in the next video where we'll do the detailed review of the open box window manager of Archcraft. Bye bye.